What is happening, crypto fam? Get ready, because the news cycle is absolutely exploding, and we've got the biggest updates you need to know right now on Bitcoin Bulletin. We're diving deep into how Bitcoin is reshaping the financial landscape, from its surprising comparison to gold to the massive influx of institutional players. Plus, we're uncovering groundbreaking strategies in digital health and a massive shift in how major corporations are holding their digital assets. And you won't believe what analysts are saying about key support levels and offshore market access that could change everything. This is your unmissable download of the stories that matter, so buckle up and let's get started. Don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and ring the notification bell so you never miss a beat. Bitcoin's undervaluation versus gold, a new era. Prepare for a seismic shift in how we perceive value. Recent analyses are drawing a fascinating parallel between Bitcoin and gold, suggesting that Bitcoin might be significantly undervalued when stacked against the traditional safe haven asset. This isn't just a casual observation. It's a narrative gaining serious traction as institutional adoption surges, potentially ushering in an era where Bitcoin's inherent volatility is seen not as a bug, but as a feature that's becoming more normalized. Imagine a world where the digital gold narrative solidifies, not just in the minds of tech enthusiasts, but within the boardrooms of global financial institutions. We're talking about a fundamental reevaluation of asset allocation, where Bitcoin is no longer an outlier, but a core component of diversified portfolios. This transition is fueled by a growing understanding of its scarcity, its decentralized nature, and its potential as a hedge against inflation and economic uncertainty. The influx of institutional capital isn't just about buying power. It's about validation, signaling to the broader market that Bitcoin has matured beyond its speculative origins. As more corporations and investment funds allocate significant portions of their treasuries to Bitcoin, the market dynamics are inevitably changing, leading to what many are calling a volatility normalization. This means we might see less extreme price swings, not because the asset is less dynamic, but because the demand and supply are becoming more balanced by sophisticated, long-term players. It's a compelling argument that challenges long-held beliefs about what constitutes a stable store of value and could redefine wealth preservation for generations to come. But that's just the beginning of the institutional wave. Next, we're exploring a company making incredible strides by integrating this digital revolution into the very fabric of healthcare. CIMG's strategic Bitcoin move, digital health meets crypto. Get ready for a major convergence that could redefine an entire industry. CIMG is making a bold and strategic move into the Bitcoin space, signaling a new era for digital health and the burgeoning world of crypto. This isn't just about a company adding a cryptocurrency to its balance sheet. It's a deliberate integration that promises to unlock new possibilities at the intersection of health technology and decentralized finance. Think about the potential: enhanced data security for sensitive health records, more efficient and transparent payment systems for healthcare services, and even novel ways to incentivize healthy behaviors through tokenized rewards. CIMG's decision to embrace Bitcoin isn't a fleeting trend. It's a calculated step towards leveraging blockchain's unique capabilities to solve real-world problems in the healthcare sector. This move positions CIMG as a pioneer, potentially setting a precedent for other digital health companies looking to innovate and stay ahead in an increasingly digitized world. The implications are vast, ranging from improved patient privacy and data management to streamlined administrative processes and the creation of entirely new healthcare-related financial instruments. As CIMG pioneers this crypto health synergy, it opens up a fascinating discussion about how decentralized technologies can be applied to improve human well-being and create more accessible, efficient, and secure healthcare systems. It's a story of innovation that blends cutting-edge technology with a sector that touches every single one of us. But the institutional embrace of digital assets doesn't stop there. Prepare for a deep dive into how corporate treasuries are fundamentally rethinking their strategies for 2025. Bitcoin Treasuries, the institutional shift redefining portfolio strategy in 2025. Get ready to witness a monumental shift in corporate finance that's set to redefine portfolio strategies for 2025 and beyond. We're talking about the explosive growth of Bitcoin treasuries, a trend that signifies a profound institutional embrace of digital assets. This isn't just about a few forward-thinking companies dabbling in crypto. It's a widespread movement where major corporations are strategically allocating significant portions of their capital reserves to Bitcoin. Why the sudden surge? Analysts point to a confluence of factors. Bitcoin's increasing maturity as a store of value, its potential as an inflation hedge, and the growing recognition of its uncorrelated performance relative to traditional assets. As more companies add Bitcoin to their balance sheets, it's not just an accounting entry. It's a fundamental rethinking of what constitutes a robust and future-proof treasury strategy. This institutional adoption lends a new level of legitimacy and stability to the cryptocurrency market, attracting further investment and potentially leading to more predictable price action. We're seeing a clear trend where companies are moving beyond simply holding cash, seeking assets that can offer better returns and diversification in an uncertain economic climate. This strategic reallocation is a clear signal that Bitcoin has graduated from a niche speculative asset to a recognized financial instrument with tangible benefits for large-scale treasury management. The implications for portfolio diversification, risk management, and long-term capital growth are immense, making this one of the most critical financial stories unfolding today. But what does this mean for the day-to-day market movements and accessibility? We're breaking down the latest on Bitcoin's support levels and a surprising new factor impacting U.S. offshore access. Bitcoin finds support. Analysts highlight U.S. offshore access impact. Markets are always in motion, and today we're dissecting the crucial support levels that Bitcoin is currently navigating, alongside a potentially game-changing development in U.S. offshore access. Bitcoin has recently shown resilience, finding a key support zone that analysts are watching closely. Technical indicators suggest that if this level holds, we could see a short-term rebound, but a break below it might signal further downward pressure. This price action is happening against a backdrop of significant regulatory discussions. A recent advisory from the U.S. Commodity Futures Trading Commission, CFTC, is making waves, potentially opening the door for American traders to access offshore cryptocurrency exchanges. This is a major development that could dramatically reshape the competitive landscape for domestic platforms like Coinbase, increasing market activity and potentially driving down fees through heightened competition. For traders and investors, this signifies a potential increase in accessibility and a broader range of trading options. However, it also introduces new considerations regarding regulatory oversight and market integrity. Analysts are weighing in on the dual impact: the potential for increased liquidity and trading volume versus the need for robust consumer protection measures. The interplay between these technical price movements and the evolving regulatory environment, particularly concerning offshore access, will be critical in determining Bitcoin's trajectory in the short to medium term. It's a complex interplay of technical analysis and regulatory shifts that every crypto enthusiast needs to understand. And that wraps up our top stories for today. Let's do a quick recap of everything we've covered. All right, let's hit those headlines one last time. Bitcoin is flexing its muscles against gold as institutional adoption normalizes volatility. CIMG is pioneering a new era by merging digital health with crypto. Corporate treasuries are making a massive shift, redefining portfolio strategy for 2025 with Bitcoin. And key support levels for Bitcoin are in focus, with U.S. offshore access potentially changing the game. That's all the essential news you need to stay ahead. Don't forget to smash that like button, subscribe to Bitcoin Bulletin for all your crypto updates, ring that notification bell, and follow us on all our social channels to keep the conversation going. We'll see you in the next one.